everybody, and welcome to Extreme. Today we're going to be checking out all the games I'm interested in being released in August in physical form. Hello everybody, welcome back. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. And today, we're going to be checking out all the physical games getting released in August that I am interested in. Okay, starting off, we're going to start off with a limited run games pre-order that I believe is going up today. And this is a pre-order for a game they've already done physical copies of. And what's interesting about this is limited run games say they will never do a second print of anything. And this, I believe, is their first time they're doing a second print of Super Meat Boy. Now, it does have a new cover, and the new cover is awesome. Just check out this cover art. Absolutely awesome. You gotta take a look at that. Pretty cool, eh? So Super Meat Boy, what it is, it's a side-scroller platformer. It's level-based, but this is one of the games that really made the indie scene explode back on the Xbox 360, PS3 days. This game is tough as nails, but when you die in the game, you respawn immediately, and it's pretty cool because it's so fast. You respawn immediately and you get to try again, and that's what makes it so fun, because even though it's tough as nails, at least you get to jump right back in there. And what's cool is when you do eventually beat the level, that shows all of your deaths, all of your runs, all at once happen, and it's kind of cool to watch, because the game's pretty gory. You play as a chunk of meat, and there's like saws and grinders and everything. It shows a whole bunch of your character getting mutilated all over the place, so it's pretty cool. Worth checking out. I probably will get this one because I missed it the first time around, and this game is pretty awesome. So that is the only limited release game I am looking forward to that I know of getting released this month. Now I'm going to jump into retail release games. So starting off, I want to talk about a game called Greek Memories of Azure. So Greek Memories of Azure, what it is, it's a side scroller. I believe it's a Metroidvania with all hand-drawn graphics. The artwork looks absolutely awesome in this game, and it's a puzzle platformer with pretty nice looking combat and animations. What's cool about the puzzle system in this is kind of like Trine, where you have 3 separate characters with different abilities, and you can swap in between them to solve puzzles. So it's pretty cool. I'm really looking for this. Can't wait to see some reviews come out, and then based on what the reviews coming out, then I'll grab it eventually for sure. Next up is another beautiful side-scroller puzzle platformer, and that game is called Hoa. It's a very good-looking game, puzzle platformer, very nature-driven. You're like this little thing moving around, plants and all that stuff. Puzzle platformer. It has an exceptional music score, and the physical copy does come with a digital download code for the soundtrack, which is pretty cool. I always love that. Prefer to get a little CD. Some games come with a little CD. Like the Wonder Boy remake actually came with a small physical disc for the soundtrack, which was awesome. Yeah, so I'm really looking into that one. I'm gonna wait for like the previous one. I'm gonna wait for reviews to decide whether I'm going to pick this up or not. So we'll see. Next up, one I'm also looking forward to. I just found out about this game. This one was under the radar, and I think it still is under the radar, so it's worth checking out. This game is called The Rustler. Now, this game is cool. It's done in the style of the old school top-down Grand Theft Auto games before the games took themselves seriously. So this is a very comedic take on the GTA 1 and 2 style. Difference is this one takes place in medieval times, so you're doing all of these comedic things for missions and stuff, and you're pretty much, it's more like Saints Row, where you're just pretty much just going around causing trouble, but in medieval times. So I'm really looking forward to this one. Looks like a lot of fun. Next up, what I want to talk about is a third-person shooter called Foreclosure. This is a cyberpunk comic book style third-person shooter. Looks like a lot of fun. There's not a lot of third-person shooters on the Switch, so it's nice to see one jump in here. I'm really looking forward to this one. In this game, it does have a RPG style upgrade system in it, which looks like it'll add extra depth to the game, which is exciting. And the game, like I said, it looks fun, looks good. I think there's instances of comic book frames in it. They haven't really released a lot of footage showing that, but I heard that somewhere. This game looks like a breath of fresh air in an area that doesn't have a lot of these games, so that's why I'm excited to play it.
You see now, there's something bigger going on here.
Next up is a game getting its third release. The first release through Limited Run Games, which I overpaid incredibly for, because then the second release came out, which came with all the same content as a Limited Run release, but ended up costing less than half as much than if you were to buy it from Limited Run. And then now you're getting a third release, which comes with all of the DLC. So 3 DLC packs and some other stuff too, I think, involved in it. So this game is the Power Rangers Battle for the Grid Super Edition. Like I said, this comes with all the DLC. This game has already been released 2 times prior. I'm trying to decide if I want to get this or not, because I do own all the DLC digitally. That being said, if the DLC is on the cartridge, I'm tempted to get it. But if it's just the regular game cartridge and the DLC is a download code inside of the box, then I don't want it. So with this one, I'm going to wait till some other people do some unboxings online so I can see what this thing actually comes with, if it's on the cartridge or if it's separate download codes. But the DLC for this game is awesome. It adds tons of new Power Rangers, adds some new enemies. It actually adds Ryu and Chun-Li from Street Fighter in the game in Power Rangers form. They get morphers or something, and they're able to become Power Rangers as well. So it's kind of cool to see that crossover addition to the game. This is probably my favorite fighting game on the Switch. I mean, this is Mortal Kombat 11, but I'm leaning more towards this because there is a simplicity to this game, but it also has, but it can also be super complex. It kind of plays a little bit like Smash Brothers, where you have like a special move button, but it's just like a more of a traditional fighting game, and it makes it a little bit more interesting and a little bit more fun, action-packed, tag team fighting, just like Marvel vs. Capcom, those types of games. This one's definitely worth checking out. If you have not got it, this is the one to get.
We are the Power Rangers!
Power Rangers!
The next one up is a long overdue sequel for probably one of my favorite games on the Nintendo Wii. And this is No More Heroes 3. So No More Heroes 3 brings it back to the original plot. So the first No More Heroes was an open world, incredibly bloody, fun, silly combat game that I absolutely loved on the Wii. It was kind of, I don't want to say a hidden gem, but it's one of those Wii exclusives that kind of got stuck to the Wii. And then they released a sequel on the Wii called No More Heroes 2. This one I didn't enjoy as much because they took the free roaming element out of it, and I didn't feel the combat felt as good as the first one. But it was still a fun game. And now we have No More Heroes 3 coming out on the Switch at the end of August. Now, I actually have the No More Heroes 3 Killian Dollar Trilogy pre-ordered from Amazon Japan, and that's going to get shipped out at the end of the month. And that contains No More Heroes 3, plus it also contains a cartridge with No More Heroes 1 and 2, both on one cartridge. So this way you get physical copies on the Switch of all 3 games. Like I said, I have that pre-order from Amazon Japan. I'm excited to get that. Well, everybody, this was a preview of everything I am interested in getting physically on the Nintendo Switch in the month of August. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like there down below. Don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends about the channel, and we'll see you later.